Ciao, ciao. Hello, my lovely viewers, subscribers, everyone. Thank you for being here, for tuning back in with me. I am Zoe. This is Divinity Within Thee, where I help you get in connection to the divine that is within all of us. So, everything in its right time. This time, specifically, I feel my guides are telling me I really need to address what's going on with the Mercury retrograde. If you watched my last video, and I'd like to start off by apologizing, Mercury communication, when we go too fast, it gets all messed up, yeah? I'd like to apologize because I did not actually do the full moon video and the energetic update, and there has been so much happening and so much going on, and I have been participating in some super magical stuff, sitting sitting in temples with what we call out here manku, which are really high Balinese priests, and actually doing cards and channelings while he's also channeling and praying to spirit and to the spirits and the gods and blessing people. And then I did a retreat where I had a connection with a lot of other magical people and got to do the same type of thing on the beach, and another ceremony and all this stuff. It's been super magical, and I just want to say I want to apologize for being out of touch, but I've really been in, right? And so if you check out my last video, which I recorded, which I think might have been a new moon video, you will find me speaking about all the different planets that are in retrograde and how they're all kind of affecting us right now. I touched a little bit about Mercury, and I think that I was inaccurate, because I think I was telling you when Mercury was going direct, not when it was going into retrograde. So Mercury actually went into retrograde on the 26th of September. It's the 1st of October where I am, so we've been retrograde for a little bit now. And the interesting thing about this retrograde in specific is this is the third Mercury retrograde, third and final retrograde of the year. And this year Mercury has been retrograding. What do I need to see? What's with my eye? This year Mercury has been retrograding through air signs. So the first sign obviously would have been Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about the collective conscious, right? It's about the mind and what we're doing, right? And I'm sorry, about the collective. It's about like the we, right? About the collective spiritualness. And then Gemini is about mind, right? It's about how we're thinking, seeing, viewing things. And then Libra is all about the balance, and it's how we're feeling things, right? Like how we're internalizing and externalizing things. And what does this mean? Okay, so this means we're really dealing with how we communicate with not just other people, but with relationships that we have to everything. So relationships that we have, like interpersonal, relationships that we have with our families, our lovers, our job, our money, our spirituality, our relationships, right? And what we are coming around to, because we have all these other planets that are in retrograde, and we have I think Mars and Aries are like at a T-square. So we have this very intense, in-your-face energy, right? And then we also have the Uranian energy, which is very like abrupt, out of nowhere, something's going to happen. And the Plutonian energy, which is all about death and rebirth, this transformative energy. So we are really recalibrating, rethinking, right? Because retrograde is about re-evaluating, reprocessing, re-going through things, right? So we really have this interesting time where we are rediscovering who we are, what type of relationships we want to have with people, with things, right? And there's going to be a lot of abrupt truths that are coming out that are forcing us to kind of digest this and really be like, oh, do I want to deal with this? So, yeah, the last time, I think, was it Mercury and Mars? The last time Mercury and Mars were like this was, I think, like the middle-ish of August. So you could potentially have something that you didn't want to deal with, or that you kind of put out, come back in at this point, and that you're going to have to deal with, yeah, that you're going to have to deal with in a different manner. Now, a lot of times Mercury retrograde is a lot of people or things coming back from the past, right? So things that maybe people or things that we haven't talked to in a long time, that we haven't dealt with in a while, could very well be coming back to have us deal with them. So remember, because we have this Plutonian, Uranian, Martian energy flowing, remember, it's super important right now, guys, to not react, but to take a breath and respond, right? Respond to these energies and figure out what's really going on, what the point is, why this person or this situation or this scenario or this pattern is coming back, and figure out how to respond to it, because right now can be a time where it's really easy for us to blow up or freak out, or, you know, create situations between people or relationships. So we're also, it's important to know that if there's people or things that you are removing or stepping away from or cutting out in a certain sense, there's probably a reason for that, because what Mercury is doing is it's reminding us, hey, especially in this time of Libra, you know, we don't want to be, we want to be resolving how we're dealing with relationships. So how people talk to us, how we talk to them, how they respect us, how they treat us. So you will find a lot of, you know, I'm just not that into that, or not that into you, or just not okay with this type of energy anymore. You will find that. But remember, when you find it, acknowledge it and breathe through it. You know, don't take it out on the person. Everybody's on their own journey and their own path. So don't take it out on anybody. Don't freak out or overreact on anybody. And that's what's most important, because there will be things that resurface that need to be dealt with. It's inevitable during Mercury retrograde. So, like, I've been communicating so much lately with so many people that I haven't talked to in a while, and it's not people that I haven't talked to in like years or something. It's people that I haven't talked to in like a year, or people that, look at, people are just calling and messaging like crazy. People that I haven't talked to, people that I was traveling with, like childhood friends, different people that I've done really cool things with, and, you know, I'm reconnecting with them, and it's super beautiful, and I'm so grateful for it, and I love this. I love this about Mercury retrograde. It's like one of my favorite things. So don't take it as a scary or a fearful thing. Take it as a, what is the lesson, or what is it that I'm supposed to be learning? And also know that not everybody that re-enters our space during this time is meant to stay. Sometimes people are meant to resurface to remind us you know what, I've changed that patterning, or wow, you know, to just allow for the forgiveness and to move forward. But either way, truth is going to come out. The truth about how someone feels about you, how you feel about someone, or, you know, something like how we want to be treated and how we want to be, how we need to be working through different relationships. So kind of cool stuff. I will definitely do another video come the new moon, which I think is next week. But anyways, let's talk about a couple yes and no's, things that are good, right? So what are good things to do during Mercury retrograde? Communicate. Communicate. Learn how to communicate through things to people, right? Mercury is the planet of communication. Make sure you read or reread any documents, any texts, any emails, anything before you respond, because there is a bit of a problematic glitch that will occur during Mercury retrograde. So before you react, make sure you take a moment to really digest so you can respond. So now is a great time to finish any unfinished projects, things that you started, you know, whether it was 3 months ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was. Maybe something that you wanted to start that you just had really good intentions and you never got it going. Now is a great time. Back things up. I should have definitely put this out there before Mercury went retrograde. I've been fighting. All my devices are full. I've been fighting my computer and my devices because I've been out doing all these retreats and events, and I did not back my things up, and now my devices are freaking out. So make sure if you back anything up, you check it, you double check it before you delete it, you turn off the device, you turn it back on, and make sure everything is there. Double, triple, quadruple check. Repair anything that needs to be repaired. You know, now is a great time to repair, whether it's how we speak to people, relationships, vehicles, things like this. Now is a great time to do that. And also forgiveness, you guys. Now is a great time to forgive. You know, forgive and forget. Let shit go. So if people hit you up from the past and they're like, oh, blah, blah, da, 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 you know, forgive them. Doesn't mean you have to be their best friend again or you're just whatever. No, but we forgive because it allows this expansion. You know, it allows us to let go of hate or grudges or anything like that. So make sure to do all of that. Now, what is good to not do during Mercury retrograde? Okay, do not overreact. Do not get into arguments. If you do not get along with what somebody is saying, just agree to disagree and move on. Do not make any type of crazy contracts. Now is not a good time to sign leases, agreements, contracts. Don't do it. And don't, most importantly, do not act without thinking and communicating and even speaking to yourself or somebody else about the actions that you're about to take. Do not purchase any type of electronics. Do not purchase or try to repair or fix any electronics during Mercury retrograde. This is terrible. Why? Because Mercury is one of the closest planets to us. It has a little bit of a glitching system with electronics. So you may notice there may be gaps. I mean, I've been noticing even when I send people text messages, sometimes they don't go through, or I don't get their text messages till hours later after I've already seen them, had the meeting, come home, and talked to 3 other people and sent other messages, and then the message comes through. So be patient with electronic devices. Now is not a good time to start something new. Retrograde is all about going back to something and re-evaluating it, restarting or finishing it, but not start something fresh. Now is not a good time to start something fresh. New moons are normally a good time to start something fresh, not really apply during Mercury retrograde. Okay? If there's something that you barely started, that you're revisiting and retaking on, okay. But do not just be like, you know what? I've never done this before. Now's a great time to try it. Now is not a good time. Not a good time. Wait. And also, know that there's going to be a lot of, 555, that's got to change. There's got to be a lot of people talking about a lot of things and a lot of people stirring a lot of pots. So make sure that you're not feeding into any, what's the word for it? Talking shit, gossip. You're not gossiping. Make sure you're not doing anything that is bad-mouthing anybody, because it's just putting energy into the wrong intent. Don't do that. What else not to do? Do not call your exes. Now, you might find that your exes might give you a call, and if that's the case, kindly hear what they have to say. But maybe, and I'm talking like husband, wife, partner, like people that not somebody that you dated once or kind of knew. I'm talking like people that you have been through cycles with and ended it for a reason. Not a good time. So no gossip, no assumptions, no feeding into any of that. All of it's bad news, bad juju, and it's not going to get us anywhere. So, and remember, now is about finding the balance, finding our even point in how we deal with all of our relationships on every level. So how is your relationship with your family? How's your relationship with your lover? How's your relationship to money, to productivity, to nature? Now is a great time to re-evaluate things, to re-establish foundations and grounding, okay? As always, guys, I appreciate your likes, comments, shares, your subscribes, all of the love and energy that you guys put out and share with me. I super appreciate it. It helps me keep going. And if you have any questions, comments, anything that you'd like me to maybe touch base on or channel into, I would definitely love to do that and to share it with you. Drop me a comment or send me an email. All the information will be in the information box below. Let's get a couple oracle cards for this retrograde season. Wow, yeah. Did I not say? Truth be told, the truth will come out. It is inevitable. It is inevitable. Look at this. Energy of 14, which means look at people going crazy. Nobody talked to me all day. No, I'm just kidding. I talked to several people today, but the energy of 5. So this is change. So the truth is coming out. It's coming out. What is going to come out in the end of us saying the truth or us going on, Milk and honey. Wow. The energy of 6. Giving and receiving by being honest, by being direct, and by holding the ground of what we're really calling in, being poised. That is what we are manifesting in. So beautiful, guys. Beautiful, guys. Super amazing. Any more messages? Know what is not for you. Stop playing games. Stop fucking with your fortune. Be loyal to your heart. Because there is abundance waiting around the corner. And if you play your cards right, and that's what they're telling me, if you play your cards right, you will get this. You will get this. Look at the keys right at the top of this. I don't know if you can see it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, you're setting something up. You're getting ready. You're creating your new life, and allow it. Allow it to come in, allow it to be had, allow it to be accepted, and allow. You deserve it. You are amazing. You are the creators. You are the divine manifests in physical form. So as always, infinite blessings, love and light. All the information is in the information box below. Check it out. Check out my Instagram, and check out the other video that talks more about the other retrogrades. And yeah, drop me a note what you want to hear about. Ciao. Love you.